Why did it ultimately end?
She decided to get back with her ex.
He pretty much like broke up with me so he could spend more time playing in his band.
I was told they weren't feeling it, and that was that. There was never any further explanation.
Me, him, and 3 of our friends went on a camping trip together, which went very, very badly in the end.
It kind of all went wrong in like one day. She got mad at me for having a life outside of her, and then literally the day after, she was back with her ex.
I mean, at first it was like, because it was my first breakup, I was like distraught and like was constantly like, oh, but what if we did this different, or if we did that, and then I'm just like, screw him.
And when we got to uni, I kept messaging him saying we should hang out because he's in Glasgow and I'm in here obviously, so it's not far away. But yeah, he never was up for it, and then one night he just said he didn't want to be friends with us anymore.
They were constantly, no, it's fine, and then ultimately they turned around and said it wasn't fine.
I had to miss pretty much all of my first period class because I was sitting in the bathroom crying my eyes out.
We agreed to meet up on a Saturday, and then I was like, look, I'm not spending a tenner to travel all the way through to Glasgow just for you to break up with me, so can you just like tell me now? And he was like, yeah, I'm breaking up with you.
And he said pretty much to him, oh, we were never real, like he was never real friends with any of us, and he was only friends with us through circumstance of being at the same school.
Conversations like through messages were very dry, and then in person were still dry, and we did not spend as much time together as we used to. Like even then we didn't hang out too much anyway, and it just gradually dropped off.
I have so much like anger towards her for how everything ended up going that I don't really think about. I try very hard not to think about her.
See, he wanted to like actually meet face to face, so we had like a closure ending, and I did kind of stop that, but then I was fine with it for a while. And then I didn't actually realise we needed that because I bumped into him in Glasgow like months later.
I could feel myself becoming frustrated and constantly questioning, like, am I doing something wrong? Or is this person annoyed at me? What have I done?
To be honest, the thing that annoys me more is the fact that it wasn't even through a message. It was just through like not messaging. Like we would try and call him and message him, but he would just completely ignore us.
I mean, I definitely don't miss her because I've had relationships since then that have ended just as shitty.
He was a good hugger because he's like 6'5", and like built like a bear, so he was like the best hugger.
It was mostly just messing about.
To be honest, even though that camping trip ruined it, just some of the stuff he was coming out with that night was so funny.
I have the shower gel that was her favourite scent, so whenever she was in my house, she'd use it. And I still use it. And I think a little bit of me is just like, huh, remember when she used that?
I still have the guitar pick he gave me when we went on our first date. We were walking up Buchanan Street in Glasgow, and he was just going through his wallet, and he was like, oh, here's a guitar pick, just have that. And then we held hands for the first time.
I came back after the breakup in a fit of rage and removed everything from my room that was anything to do with them. And whilst that may have seemed petty, I think it was the best thing I could have done at the time.
I've actually got a photo of him on my wall. It's not just a photo of me and him. That would be a bit weird, but it's like our group at school, and he's in the middle of it. So I guess that the photo was like at our school prom. So yeah, it just makes me think that was a good night, and we're all friends back then, which is a shame that's not the same way today.
Fuck you for fucking me over for the last year of my life. Because it's been really hard to have normal people relationships because of you.
You're not as good a guitar player as you think you are, and honestly, dragging a girl into the Disney store to spend as much on a lightsaber as you did for lunch for her, not a good date idea. And your dick's small.
I would say I wish you had the balls to be open with me and to say what was wrong from the beginning. You're not as edgy as you think you are. You're not as interesting as you think you are. And I think you just need to grow up.
I wish you'd called me, but you didn't, and I don't really care anymore. But you know, at the time, you should show more respect.